All right, so today I'm going to show you guys how to take apart the clutch of a Honda S90 with nothing more than 2 pieces of wood and a vise. It's really all you need to get these apart. This will also work for a Honda CL90, Honda SL90, and I think the CT90s use a similar clutch, although it might be a little different. Generally the concept is the same. So there's my S90. I already took apart its clutch because this guy shattered, and I had a spare one. I'm going to show you how to do it on the spare one before I put back together the new one. Alright, so the first step is getting it into the vise. Alright, so the way you want this in the vise is make sure this smaller wood block is centered against this guy. People also use sockets. I'm just going to use wood. Simple. It worked on this one, so I figure it can work on this one here. Next, when you organize the way it is in the back, you want to make sure that all of the legs are all free, so they're not going to go into the wood or into the vise itself. So as you can see, the legs are all free to move all across. And now all you simply do is just squeeze the vise. You can hear the springs until this guy is loose. A little bit more there. So you can see he is loose. And you just grab a screwdriver. Get him out of the way. There we go. And then you just basically slowly undo the clutch and just be sure to catch it, because you don't want everything flying out. And then once that's done, you can set on the table. You can take off your plates. This is a newer S90. The plates are actually a little different. I was kind of surprised. Try to remember what order you put them in. And then your disc, friction disc, which seems to be, there you go. Looks like they got plenty of life on them. And your next clutch plate. Disc. This bike was sitting for a while, so a little bit tough. Yep. And then if you need to change your plates, which actually you don't, doesn't look like I need to on these guys. They look pretty good. Just clean up everything and literally put it back together and just follow that same press. Compress it back in the press. Stick this guy back on there, and you are good to go. It's as simple as that. Alright, so I took it apart. There's definitely some scum left over from the clutch. I mean, you can just see where it's been sitting there for quite a while, so it almost just left a nice indent and mark on there. Just clean this up as best as I could with like a Scotch-Brite pad. I put it in some gas and some brake cleaner. So now it's fairly smooth. I mean, you know, that mark is still there, but I imagine once you run this bike for a little while, it kind of cleans itself. I'm going to check these plates and check the gaps on all these. As you can see, there's definitely some wear, especially right around here. You can't even see that, like, there's kind of like those little squares. Those have definitely worn down. I'm not quite sure what the tolerances on these guys are. That's why you have the book. So the thickness of the so the friction disc needs to be between 2.5 and 2.9. The clutch plates need to be between 1.3 and 2.07. So you just take your caliper or whatever you got. Let's see. So we are right at 2, which is where we're okay. So thickness wise, we're okay with these guys. Same thing with the friction disc. I already checked these, we're okay. So I'm letting the bowl of the thing, this is the second one, but the other one, soak in some degreaser to kind of get out the old gunk and have it all clean when I put it back together. I'm going to show you how to put back the clutch in another video. And yeah.